Hey everyone, this is WobblyWallaby. Today I'll be discussing the July 2022 Gacha Cake Thief. How good is this head item? Stay tuned to find out. Cake Thief has a 5% pull rate from the Gacha machine. This headwear provides move speed plus 5%, physical penetration plus 5%, and move speed plus 5% for every enemy target killed and lasts 5 seconds. It can stack 2 times max. For farming, this does have potential to beat Small Secret, and I have seen some people use this. The extra move speed can sometimes beat the 1% extra Zenny, although I think it depends on which map you're on and how populated it is. I tried to test which one was better, but there's so much variance that it's really hard to compare. Here you can see the 2 stacks show up in the status bar. And this can give you some great move speed. Here my wife has 261% move speed with the 2 stacks. For boss hunting, this is good if you don't have any of the old meta headwear. The 5% move speed can give you that slight edge to find the bosses faster or do more damage as a novice guardian. If the boss summons mobs or there are creatures around, you can kill them for that temporary move speed bonus as I do here. This is good for Novice Guardian and the upcoming Taekwon class. I'll do some damage tests to compare this with the old meta headwear. Here are my stats with self buffs. I have 27,000 attack and 270% move speed. I have 61% penetration, 12% skill damage, 149.7% damage, physical damage increase is 94.6%, and I have 55% wind damage. These stats are without any headwear. Here's the rest of my gear. For offhand, I have the Dragon Bone Shield with the 18% physical damage increase and the Mirror Roland card. For armor, I have the Truth Expositor with 24% attack, and the Heart card. For garment, I have the Leader's Pauldron with 8% skill damage and the Vagabond Star card. For footgear, I have the Dragon Slayer War Boots with 6% penetration and the Food Player Star card. For the first accessory, I had the Steel Ambition with 3% physical damage, and I used the Moonlight Tendrillon card. For my second accessory, I had the Gold Earring with 3% penetration. I also used the Moonlight Tendrillon card. For weapon, I used the Destroyer's War Axe with 2 Menorah Star cards. For face, I used the Epic Spirit Lightning. For mouth, I used the Huge Bounty. For back, I used the Love Goddess. For tail, I used the Rock Bunny. For Ancient Relic, I used Wei's Sigh. For Okamura, I used the Bill for MVP damage. In my Adventure Handbook, I have 2,333 attack and 39% attack deposit. If you want a detailed build guide, please see the link in the description. I'll be testing using the Legend level Fantastic Dragon, using all clean headwear. First, I tested the +4 White Knight Helm for 12% MVP damage. My card Tornado hits for 1.543 million. Next, I switched to the Holy Knight Blessing for 12% skill damage. I hit for 1.719 million. Next, I switched to Normal the Unicorn for move speed and skill damage. I hit for 1.649 million. Next, I use the Cake Thief. I hit for 1.54 million. The White Knight Helm is great as a free-to-play substitute. Also, other meta headwear like the Holy Knight Blessing and Norma the Unicorn beat out the Cake Thief. For PvE, I think the time this headwear shines is when there's lots of mobs. For Novice Guardians and the upcoming Taekwon class, they have skills that get more damage based on their movement speed. As a result, if you're clearing instances like Oracle Nightmare and there are mobs around, then as you kill them you'll do more damage. A free-to-play alternative for farming is the Hill Scroll Crown, which will provide you with 8% move speed. This is the same one used by my friend Mig in the flashy farming video, where he was able to achieve the maximum move speed using this headwear. Although you won't get the 5% penetration, this one is still a pretty good alternative. The complete guide to this maximum move speed build can be found in the description. Also, I find sometimes having too much move speed can be detrimental. You may end up in another part of the map that you didn't want to be in because you're moving around way too much. So it does come down to where you're farming. For example, for Soul Hunting Ground I had started at the bottom of the map, but then ended up in the middle of the map after. However, if I was on the Komodo maps, the density is pretty ideal throughout the map, so having faster move speed is very beneficial on this map. Now that the new character acceleration is gone in the game, I think this headwear is really good if you're starting out from level 1. The damage and move speed will be very good for you, and you'll probably lack move speed because you don't have access to the older gachas. So I definitely recommend new people consider this headwear as something you would want to buy or roll for. For PvP, if you're good at murdering people, then getting more move speed is nice, so it's very good for PvP. But if you can't kill anyone, then this headwear isn't that great. If you happen to kill someone though, the temporary burst of speed is amazing. Overall, I'd say this is a great headwear, especially for farming, and if you don't have any of the old meta headwear, this is pretty good for PvE as well. Did you get this headwear? Let me know in the comments, especially if you're ones that have gotten better farming from using this. Also, this time I hit the actual legend dragon instead of hitting an 80% dummy to give more accurate results for legend runs. After all, dummies don't have the proper reductions that a legend monster would have. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe.